I've written about Ayana, who I call Squirt, for 20 years. I've written poems about her, written about her creativity, written about anything. I mean, numerous things. And Ayana is really the creative person in the family, artistically. Um, and she's also uh, willing to offer opinions about anything politically or whatever. And I was, and I've written about this issue in my life many times. In 2008, I fell off of a ladder, created a subdural hematoma, bleeding in the brain, and had prostate cancer. And both of those dances with death have been resolved. I mean, cancer-free and functioning, even though my head was cracked open. But when you dance with death, it kind of reshuffles your life, and you start to see pieces that start to fit together that you didn't see fitting together prior to the dance. And that is a absolute truism. And all the people who have danced with death that I've read about have had similar experiences. And the list of people that I know of and have written about is a long list of people who danced with death. Period, new paragraph. The problem is I write about it and I talk about it to the vast majority of people who have not had that experience. And it's always kind of unsettling to me to have somebody say, yes, but. And I say to them, and I've written it in every article I've written about, if I had been in your shoes and had not danced with death and listened to somebody talk about dancing with death and what makes difference in their lives, probably we would, And so it's always an issue for me about saying something to somebody that essentially they don't have they can understand it intellectually, they can't understand it in their gut because they don't have any receptors to it because they haven't been there. But it is nagging because I know that I'm trying to communicate to people who there's no way they can get it until they've danced with death. And so Ayana and Kristen were at my house for dinner a couple weeks ago, and I don't recall what it was, but I said, Ayana, I mean, she's 20 years old, and she's been a part of my family all that period of time. She knows me very well. And so I said, what I want you to do is to try to remember kind of a snapshot of who I was, 10 years ago and who I am today. And can you kind of come up with some observations that you have about the change in me, if you've seen a change? She started to list one after another. I jumped up, got a piece of paper and a pencil and started writing it down. She gave me 6 major changes or perceptions that she sees in me from before my dances with death and after. And it is, I mean, she just rattled them off like that. it was an unforgettable experience to have somebody who obviously hasn't danced with death that at least understands and has seen a difference in me. And so what I'd like you to do is to read the article. At the end of the article are her 6 observations. And man, I'll tell you, they're on target. They're said differently than I would have expressed them, but they're essentially saying what I believe has changed in me. And it's good to have validation, in a way, of where I am from somebody who knew me before the dances and after the dances. So thank you very much for watching and listening to this video and reading this article. In the meantime, you take care.